Hi you guys, welcome to my second stream of the 18-19 FPL season. Gosh, that was a great weekend, wasn't it? How exciting was that? Oh my god, so good. So much to talk about, but I'm going to try and keep this a bit short and sweet for you guys. Want to keep it a bit punchy. I'm going to test a few things out today, see how I get on. Let you guys know whether streaming's going to be the way I go or whether video will be more like the way I go. So, first of all, that's my points, 75 points. Pretty happy with that. So, let me know in the chat what you guys got, because I know there are some people out there in the hundreds, which for the first game week is absolutely amazing. So, well done you. For me, 75 is an epic start. I mean, massive. To be honest with you, if somebody said to me like a month or so back, Nim, you're going to get 75 points in the first game week, I'd have probably laughed in their face. I'd be like, yeah, whatever, okay then. But really happy with that, to be honest with you. If I'd got any better, then I'd probably be panicking about now, because I never start brilliantly well, although you could say 75 is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, 80s, 90s, 100s, I'd been panicking right about now. I'd be like, there's nowhere for me to go, you know. So definitely happy with the 75. I'll just scroll up so you can see the rest of my team. I will talk through everybody and how they got on in the minute, but just gonna check how you guys are in the chat. Hi everybody, hi Reese, and hi Dave, and Christopher, and Orion, hey guys. How many points did I get? Yep, right there on the screen, 75. What did you guys get? Let me know. Sulaiman, I think I said that right, not sure when you're coming live. I should be live right now, hopefully you can all hear me okay. So yeah, solid 75, yes. Zerkia, yes. Dave, 99. Wow, you guys. Awesome. Just awesome, really. Anne, 106. You broke the 100 mark. Whoa, 100. Awesome. But at 87, I am in FPL royalty with you guys right now. I can't keep up. This is brilliant. Yeah, Christopher, I did the same. There he is. There he is. He's second on my bench is Obi-Wan Kenobi, as I'm calling him. Yeah, wasn't feeling that. Not fun that. However, although I should really talk about this when I go through the team, I think that's brilliant. At least we've got him. He's 4 million. He looks as if he's a full-on starter for Palace. We have him, even if he's on our bench. Better to have him than to worry about trying to get him in and having maybe another 4 mil defender that didn't do anything. So that's pretty good. Dave's asking what happened. I had Mane at the end of last week. Okay, I did 4 drafts on the Fantasy Football Fix website, and I talked through on Friday which ones I was thinking of going with and why. The last draft had Mane in it. Yeah, I haven't had a chance yet to add up what each of those drafts would have got if I had left them, or I'd gone with each, like which one I'd gone with, which one would have got me more points. I'll try and do that by the next time I stream to let you know. But the last stream did have Mane in it. It also did have hardly anyone else in midfield, because it was literally just Salah and Mane. To be honest with you right now, thinking back on that would have been fine. And I'm a little bit annoyed. I'm also a little bit annoyed that where you can see that Jota and Kearney reside right now, in one of those drafts, those people were Richarlison and Neves, who both got 2 goals each. So, yeah. You know, I gave you that speech about listening to yourself and not really taking many other people's advice. Do that, because I got off of here. It wasn't very long to go till the deadline. I've seen all this stuff on Jota and how fantastic he was. And he did get an assist, so I can't bash him too much. But if I'd stuck with my gut of Neves and I'd stuck with my gut of Richarlison, this would be a completely different situation right now, wouldn't it? I probably would be looking in the 80s, 90s, 100s. So, yeah, I can kick myself over that one. But I'm learning a lesson. This is where it stops. I'm making a promise to you right now on camera. I'm going to listen to my gut this season and try not to let the Twitterati talk me around, as brilliant as you all are. And that's not my chat, actually. You guys were really good in chat. You give some fantastic advice. It's just me getting my head messed up in Twitter when I get there. So, yeah, shouldn't do that. Let's take a look at what we got in the chat. Who is the best for game week 2? Paul, who we thinking? Best what? Midfielder, forwards, captain? Give me something to work with. And 105, amazing, well done. Again, Chris, who I hope you don't mind calling me Chris. who do we think will be good for game week 2? Ma'am. Oh, love that. That's so. Are you American, Chris? Because that's great. I love that. So, hi Don. Don from the Amigos. I'm going to be on their podcast this week, hopefully. So everyone should keep an ear out for that. The 3 Amigos. So yeah, go over and check them out on Twitter, because as if I don't do enough, I'm going to be yaggering with them tomorrow night, I think. So it'll probably be out later in the week, I should imagine. PZ 67 for the week. That's not bad. That's not bad. You know what? I'm thinking anywhere over the 50 mark is really good, because that's above average. So we're all doing brilliantly if we're above average. And it's about staying consistent now, isn't it? It's really nice to get a really good start, but it's all about consistency. If we can keep those kind of numbers consistent over the season, they'll all add up. So Someone's asking, who should I bring in for Rashford? Any tips? Let's have a look how much Rashford is. I don't know how much he is, actually, because I didn't consider him from the start. So let me take a look for you. Man United. Hopefully you can see a bit more of the screen this time, although I'm seeing that you're not seeing as much as me still. Just slightly frustrating. Hopefully you can see that. See, 7 mil. I've personally got Zaha around that price. Yeah, I got Zaha. He did get a goal in the last game on the weekend. Could have got another one. So that was pretty good. I've moved on over to the Fantasy Football Fix website, because I'll be able to talk through a few more stats with you. So yeah, consider Zaha. Wasn't too sure about Arnautovic in that price range. Let's have a look who else we've got in that 7 mil price. Forwards price 7 mil. So one thing I did want to ask you while I'm faffing on here is whether or not this would be a good thing often, like a daytime stream. The reason I ask that is that a lot of really big YouTubers that I have a lot of respect for, people like J&O, Curtioy, us with the Wildcats, obviously, FPL Family and Andy, they all stream in the evening mostly. And I know there are a lot of different time zones that play FPL. So I was just kind of wondering, you know, would during the day be a better thing, or is there just a lot of people around at the moment because it's summer holidays? Really love to know what you think in the chat about that, because yeah, if I could slide in somewhere during the day and not uproot other people, because I really don't want to get in the way. I know you enjoy everyone's content, so I'm just trying to kind of get in where it might be good. Then that would be really good. So 7 mil. Sorry, got a bit distracted there. We don't have a lot of information to go on, I'm afraid, at the minute. But Zaha did have 3 shots, and 2 of those were on target. So, and obviously he scored a goal, so he could be one to consider. His up and coming fixtures. Liverpool's going to be a difficult one, obviously, but after that he's got Watford, Southampton, Huddersfield, Newcastle, Bournemouth. So you could consider him. Arnautovic is another one who is always looking quite promising. So, you know, don't discount him. So let me have a look. PC says, I thought 67 was pretty good until the league updated. Hey, you're still in the top 100k overall. That's pretty good. Gameweek 2 captain options. Mendy, Aguero, Salah. I was hoping you guys would tell me. I don't have Mendy. It's between Salah and Aguero for me, if I'm honest. Aguero's at home against an iffy Huddersfield side. It would be hard to not consider him. Salah is Mo Salah. You know, he does have Palace away. Palace defensively. Yeah, attacking defenders brilliant, but whether they're looking brilliant kind of defense wise, I'm not sure. I'm between Salah and Aguero. I'm not saying don't captain Mendy. I'm just thinking he's probably not going to be high up on the list, and this early on I like to play the percentages of who to captain when. So I think it would be possibly really good for you guys to consider doing that as well. So, all right, what's 3 Amigos? What's my thinking on Neves? Is he this season's boss, or will he be 1 week wonder? I think he's probably going to be more like a Milivojevic, possibly, than a boss. Is he 1 week wonder? I don't know enough about him, if I'm honest, guys, but the set pieces is a big advantage. I like the look of him. A little bit worried his price is going to go up, because I'm really considering him for that Kearney spot. Though I did see a post on some pre-season stats about Kearney, and they are promising. I'm a little bit reluctant to make any transfers right now, because I don't think we know enough information about any of these players. So I would be doing it for the sake of doing it for prices, rather than because I really want the player, and that would worry me, if I'm honest. I do like the look of him. I preferred him to Jota in the Wolves team, if I'm honest. Looked fresher, looked more up for it. In fact, let's take a little look at his statistics. Let's take a look. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Neves. He had 3 shots, 1 of them on target, 1 attempted assist apparently. So not bad for a 5 mil, that. Definitely. Yeah, definitely consider him. Keep going up there, sorry. Seiki says, the way it played out, I think it was the game week to bench boost. Yeah, I mean, some of the scores I've seen out there with people on their bench is just being crazy, like, hasn't it? Just the way that some of these people have had like 30 plus points on their bench. Oh. Imagine. Ness, hi Ness. I thought that Arsenal and Arnie would score, so that impacted my defender choice, and I had Mendy and Robbo on the bench. Very silly now, I know, although I still got 82. Thoughts on this approach? I'm going to go with not paying too much attention to fixtures this season. Got caught out last season there. Spent too much time looking at fixtures. Yes, they're helpful. Attacking defenders like Robertson and Mendy, remember, Patrick Van Aanholt, remember, they can still get you attacking. So I will probably still be playing Patrick Van Aanholt this week against Liverpool, even though he's against Liverpool. Obviously, my likely feeling is he's not going to get a clean sheet. But the hope is he could still grab me something attacking-wise. That might also be because my bench is a little bit weak for this week. Let's have a look. I mean, yeah, with having two Palace defenders, my options are limited anyway. But I still think I've got Peltier there against Newcastle. You know what? I really don't think I'm going to change my back line. I know 2 of them are against Arsenal and Liverpool. Arsenal, we've seen this week, we're still in a transition period, so you can't guarantee on us the goals. And Liverpool, just fancy if Palace are going to nick a goal, it might come from the 3 that I already have. I would still, I'm not going to double up this week, obviously, but if it comes from anywhere, then I'm going to take a punt on Patrick Van Aanholt. So only other option is 7 at Tucson. I liked Tucson last season. I haven't seen enough this season to warrant giving him that place, if I'm honest. Loving this singing. and put him Mars from the Amigos. I call him Mars Bar. That's my nickname for him. So yes, he does do a fair bit of singing, but I still don't think I could beat him, Don. Don't punch premium defenders. They can give you assists. Exactly. Yeah. FPL Centre. Nim, I picked you by 1 point in Jeff's streamers and no! No, you did not. Let's go have a look at the leagues, actually, while we're chatting about it. Oh, by the way, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I've just seen the recent numbers. If you're enjoying this, please like and subscribe. If you subscribe, something funky might happen on the screen. It might. I can't promise. I hope so, because I have been playing with some graphics this week. So, okay, Streamers and Bloggers League. Where am I? The anticipation. Oh, Jay's beaten me. Andy's beaten me. Yeah, okay. Oh, there I am. Oh, am I at the bottom? Oh, no. It's okay. I'm not at the bottom. It's fine, people. We cannot panic. I'm not at the bottom. I'm not last. But yes, you did beat me. FPL Centre, well done. By 1 whole point. Must try harder next time. Day though, Aguero risk as captain in case he doesn't start. That would be my only worry, Dave, with captain and Aguero. You can't argue that he's at home. City at home are scary good. You can't argue with Aguero. I love the man. But you can argue that Pep does rotate a lot. And we've seen that. A lot of people getting caught out with Sané. So I feel for you. I feel for you if you had Sané. I really do. So it's not fun. It's not big and it's not clever, Pep. Stop doing it to us so that we can try and choose a team and stick with it. I would like to think he would start though, Dave, if I'm honest. I really would. So, okay. Princess, solid game. Oh no, Santa says solid game week. 103 for Bruno, well done. And Mane, didn't captain him. Didn't use bench boost either. It's really good. Like, these scores are crazy and nuts. Captain is a tough call this week from Frank Walsh at FPL Sniper. He's leaning towards Aguero. No, Frank! We have to be together on this. PZ, yes, I'm gonna chat through some ones to watch now, and Kane is on that. In fact, as you mentioned him, let's do that now. So let me just get up my first person. Have I got unlimited? So we all feeling confident going forward? Are we all still enjoying it, or is anyone giving up yet? You know, if you just thought, that's it, I'm done already. Pop that in the chat. Whilst you're doing that, I just wanted to talk through my ones to watch, the ones I think to keep an eye on, and a couple of thoughts from the last game week, and some people really just to maybe avoid because I was a bit unimpressed. So yeah, first up is Mitrovic. He's 6.5. He had the most shots out of anybody last game week. That's 7 in total. So he is a one to watch for me. He's been in a few videos I've done already. He had, as I said, he had 7 shots. Hopefully you can see this on screen. Let me just check. Yeah, and 3 of those were on target. So with his up and coming fixtures after Spurs of Burnley and Brighton, yeah, okay, he's got Man City, but then he has Watford. I would be considering him. Somebody asked me earlier about the 7 mil spot. Consider Mitrovic. He's definitely a one to watch for me. And then we had Liverpool. Believe it or not, the person who made the most passes this weekend is a 1. That's not James Miller. James Milner. Yes, with his spiky hair. 5.5 million. I think Don's the Liverpool expert. Maybe he can tell you whether he gets the game time, though. I did think of him at the start as that 5 mil person. We all considered him at the beginning of last season because he was changed position to a midfielder in the official game. We didn't really think of him at the beginning of this season, but it'd be really cool if we knew if he was nailed on, because even with that old like head injury thing he had going on, bless him, been in the wars. What's that about? Oh, James Milner. What's he doing to himself? He's still brilliant, wasn't he? That crack on the noggin made no difference. So it's just whether he stays nailed on, but keep an eye on him. Then a defender I wanted to point out was from Burnley, and it was James Tarkowski. Was in one of my drafts. Another one I'm a little bit frustrated that I didn't listen to myself. Made 15 clearances last game week, and that just happens to be the most out of anybody again. So pretty good defensive duty from old James Tarko. So definitely consider some Burnley defence. We'll have to see how he lines up, how they line up going further forward, whether they'll rotate with having other competitions to think about. Next up on my list of people to keep an eye out for was going to Man United and Mr. Paul Pogba. We discussed him in the last stream. He's 8 mil, nice price range in that middle of the park. You know what? Estimated price change tonight, according to Fix. could see that happening. He's just has so much more freedom with Fred in the middle of the park. He's made the most dribbles of anybody. And as you can see on the screen, he had 2 shots in the game, which doesn't seem like a lot, but both of them were on target. I don't have any Man United cover at the minute. And to be honest, if I wanted him in, he would have to go where Bernardo is, and I'd have to find 0.5 from somewhere. That could be a Burnley defender in, and then a Bernardo up to Pogba. That's a consideration, but it's not consideration this week because that would be 2 transfers. And I'm going to try my best not to take hits, but you know me, I'm a bit hit crazy, aren't I? So anything could happen, really. Anyway, I'm just going to mention that I'm regretting Jota. And if you're not considering him already, that's not where I want to go, then I think you should be considering, because I am also considering him. If I was to make a transfer this week and his calf injury isn't too bad, I would be considering at 6.5 Richarlison. As I told you guys in the beginning, kicking myself a little bit that Richarlison was where Jota was the last time we streamed and we chatted to each other, and then I swapped him. Don't know what to say to you guys. Like, what am I thinking? What was I thinking? Anyway, but he's exactly like Pogba. He had 2 shots and both of those were on target. Boom. 2 goals. Happy days. Well done you if you had him. I'm both like really impressed and really jealous, all at the same time. Okay, I've mentioned Neves earlier on. Don pointed him out. He's at the top of the list. I will just show you his stat. 3 shots, 1 of them on target and 1 attempted assist. That means he was just amongst it, wasn't he? He was just amongst it. He looked far more kind of nailed into this Premier League vibe than some of his other Wolves counterparts. So I definitely was quite impressed with him. Now moving on to where this conversation started all those minutes ago. Let's take a look at who I'm not so impressed with. And that would be a one Mr. Harold Kane. Sorry, Harry. Yeah. I mean, come on now. 12.5 is a lot of money for 2 shots and neither of them on target. So if you have him, it was one of the highest percentage owned. I think we're lucky if you didn't have him. But I think we got to stay clear until he's on form, don't we? Because seriously, like, it's a lot of, like I said, it's just a lot of money if he's not on form. I mean, we could all have been sat here saying the same about Mane this game week, but yeah. And then the other person that I wanted to mention that didn't impress me, even though I was really looking forward to seeing how they would do, because I give them a bit of a touting pre-season, was Felipe Anderson. Granted, he was up against Liverpool, really tough fixtures. He looked a bit all at sea, didn't he? I felt a bit sorry for him, bless him. He was a bit lost in translation, and I'm just going to keep an eye on him. I'm not saying write him off completely yet. I'm just saying he's a not for now, maybe. Not a 7 mil when we've seen so many other 7 mil people do as well as we have. Right, okay, let's get back to the chat. Sorry about that, guys. Just wanted to go over some of those. Someone in my mini league had Hart, Wan-Bissaka, Richarlison and Schlupp on their bench. 43 points on the bench. Oh my, I mean, you would just kick yourself, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, though? I mean, I'm just like, I'll go back to my points. It's bad enough that like 12 points. No, 12, 13, 14, 15 points are on my bench. That's bad enough. I think Sakia saying that Kane looked a bit jaded. I think, I'm not sure. Oh no, it can't be because Fulham were all over the place. Not sure what you're talking about there. Reese TC, tempted to go Bernardo Silva captain. Pep said his first name on team sheet at the moment. Yeah, that was a little while ago though, before he got some people back. I'd be a bit nervous for captain. It's very early on to... Oh, you can look at it two ways though, can't you, I suppose? For me, it's a bit early on to be taking those kind of risks. I'd rather stay with the pack a bit more. But then I guess you could say now is exactly the time to take risks. Because then you can catch the points back up. So, Bruno, what are your thoughts on Jimenez? I might bring him in for King in game week 3. Yes, like the look of him. He was promising, got into some good positions. I think he like managed to work his way into the box a fair few times. I think he scored, didn't he? So don't want to be giving out yet for false information. Got himself a goal. 5.5. It's just how many Wolves players do you guys want with the fixtures they have coming up? That is the only thing I will say about Jimenez. Although I'm not really fixture watching, I don't want to fill my team with people that are always against people that have like really hard fixtures, because then it's like unhappy days. Just going to be a bit fighting against the tide all the time, aren't you, really? So he's not a no, but if you have other Wolves, just yeah, maybe consider someone else. Hi, Josh. Is that Sloan? What are your thoughts on Kane? Who would you have? Aguero, Kane? Just covered that a bit earlier. For me, it's Aguero at the moment until he starts getting fully rotated with Jesus. Yeah, Dave Momo says Aguero till August. FPL Centre agrees. Aguero for me, potential triple captain. Wow. Hollebass a good choice.